Hi, my name is Morgan Malo, and I just graduated this spring from Owatonna High School, and I'm planning to attend Creighton University this fall. I began Young Life when I was a freshman in high school, and I started going to club all through freshman and sophomore year, and by the end of my sophomore year, I went to Crooked Creek in Colorado, and that was life-changing for me, and that really brought me into Young Life and wanted to go to club more. So I continued going through my junior year and my senior year, and fall of my senior year, I ended up going to Fall Castaway for that weekend and just reminded me of how great Young Life was. And then this past summer, I went to Wilderness, and that was amazing, and I loved that so much. Just climbing the mountains, being with nature was so fun. I was really glad that I got to finish out high school with that trip.
My name is Rhiannon Vrasberg.
My name is Matt Ratzloff.
My name is Yvette Torres.
My name is Jay Sullivan.
My name is Lauren Davis.
My name is Nathan Deason.
My name is Hannah Coughlin. I have been involved in wildlife. I'm also a wildlife leader. I go to club campaigners. I've gone to Castaway, Crooked Creek, and yeah.
Serving out in summer staff was honestly, I can't even begin to describe the experience. It's one of those events in your life where you honestly have to experience it and words don't do justice. But to me, I grew in my faith a lot there. The people there were awesome. And it was nice to have a community where everybody shared the same views and everybody was a follower in Christ.
My favorite part was being with friends and just getting closer to Christ.
The most fun part of Crooked Creek was getting closer to God and closer to my friends and also my leader. Some of the most fun things I've done at Castaway, the zip line is amazing. I love tubing there and just getting to meet people from all over the country.
The most fun thing that I did at Crooked Creek would probably be I really enjoyed the hike and just seeing God's creation at the top.
The most fun part at Crooked Creek was honestly just sitting in the cabin with all the guys at the end of the day. Just when we would play, the games that we did in the cabin, and otherwise my favorite night would be Western night. Was really fun to just do all that dancing and meet new people.
This summer I got the chance to go to work crew in Michigan at Timberwolf, and that was just amazing.
It's affected my relationship in the most positive way possible. It's helped me grow so much. It's helped me get over a lot of hard times, just knowing that Jesus is there for me and just allowed me to open up to so many more people.
Week had a very personal impact on me. I learned more about God and more about myself. I started the week off just thinking, it's going to be a great week with my friends, like a mini vacation. But as we started, Dave, he was our speaker. He made me think more about life and more about my relationship with God. He made me understand who God was and what his mission is for me.
Crooked Creek definitely made a huge impact on my life, especially the quiet time that we had at camp, just to be able to sit there and talk with God and to be able to see all my friends that they're into it too. It's just easy to really look at yourself and then find that God really does have a big part in my life now, and it's been amazing.
I think for me it was probably club, the conversations we had there, and then taking them back to cabin time and being able to elaborate and talk about how we got closer to Christ and how it involved ourselves.
A big step for me in relationship with Christ is just kind of doing it all around the clock instead of just doing it when it's convenient for you, and that's what Crooked Creek helped me do. It just keeps having God in your life and just thinking about him 24/7.
Being at work crew helped me grow in my relationship with Christ because, I was just surrounded by everyone who loves Jesus, and it's crazy, even though you're working 10 hours a day, it's crazy how much that can strengthen your relationship because you have to rely on him so much, and you get to grow with all of these other people that just become your family.
Just late talks with our coordinators and other summer staffers at night is honestly what made the whole experience, because that's where really we could dive in and get emotional and open up and say our experience in life events, and it was just awesome to see everybody's different views. Like everybody was from all around the nation, so it was sweet to see like what Young Life's doing up north, what Young Life's doing out east. Like it was really cool to see that. So
after all these years of being involved, this was amazing. I finally went to Castaway with our youngest son, Carson. So the older two boys had gone. I had heard them rave about it. I had heard all of their stories, everything from the cabin talk to the sneak outs to the music, all of it. And this year I finally understood what they were talking about. This year it came full circle for me. It was an amazing experience. I had a chance to get to know a group of girls that I might not have ever had a chance to cross paths with. I had a chance to really experience what these kids experience. And I would say probably the most powerful moment for me of that week was watching every single kid the night before we left having their private moment with God. It all came together. It was absolutely amazing. It was sunset, it was beautiful. Every kid was strewn out among the lawn, writing their letter to God, having their private moment, and you could tell it was coming full circle for them too.
Yeah, Crooked Creek definitely made a huge impact on my life, especially like the quiet time that we had at camp, just to be able to sit there and talk with God and to be able to see like all my friends like that they're into it too.
I had no idea the process that the camp directors used to really instill in these kids that God is there for them.
The cabin times were so influential, just hearing everybody talk about how they were getting through everything and how Jesus has affected their life so much.
And that close time where you could get more personal with your opportunities with Christ, especially during that week.
But by the end of the week, we got to go to all of the say-sos, which is where they get to see the kids, or where the kids get a chance to say that they gave their life to Christ that week. And it was just cool that to see that we got to be a part of that.
One of the parts of the week that really impacted me was the cardboard testimony, where the leaders would come out with cardboard, and on the front it would say their life before Christ, and on the back it would have after, the impact that Christ made on them.
Yeah, well, at Crooked Creek, I just kind of realized, a lot of things that I used to worry about really don't matter as much when you're there, and I try to take that back with me. And like now in my life, I just see I like sometimes get worried about the future, like things that happen, and it's just kind of easier to let it go and not worry as much, just knowing like He has a plan, and it's way bigger than anything I could think of or imagine.
Some words that I use to describe Young Life would be crazy, a good time, being with friends.
A whole lot of fun and just a big, crazy bundle of people that are so amazing.
Fun-filled, accepting, adventurous, relationships.
Powerful, amazing, crazy, fun, exciting.
The first one is inspiring, because I think every kid takes away something different from Young Life. They are inspired in their own unique way. But I would also say the second word that comes to mind is community, because I have watched this process for several years now, and every time a Young Life event is happening, or every time there's an opportunity for Young Life to do something, community rallies around it, and it is really strong and solid. So I would say community is another word that describes it well.
If I had to say something to all those people, I would have to say thank you so much. Because of you, I have created a relationship with God that I wouldn't have created if I wouldn't have been in Young Life. So I would have to say thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I would love to just say thank you. It is such an amazing experience, and it's just so fun, and it's affected me a lot.
Just be thank you, because it really does make a difference in a lot of kids' lives. Kids who are able to go to camp, and it really does change your life. So
Thanks a lot, because just the number of kids that it just impacts is just amazing, and just like how it can just, in 1 week of your life, it can just turn probably everything around for you.
I just want to say thank you to everyone who supports Young Life. It's really an amazing program, and if you're thinking about supporting Young Life, I definitely would encourage it. It's changed my life, and I know it's changed many of my friends' lives, and really anyone who gets involved just ends up having an amazing experience no matter how much time they put into it.